morning and welcome back to Zwift, and today I'm going to try one of the hardest climbs probably ever to be on Zwift, Hardknott Pass. Now for some reason, I don't know why it's set up in France when it's obviously in England, Hardknott Pass. I did it a few weeks ago and it's definitely the Hardknott Pass route, and yeah, I thought I'll bring you along and let you see how I can get on, because this is going to be tough. I'll obviously maybe not show the full edit. I'll edit bits out when it gets a bit boring. If my breathing starts getting too heavy, you don't want to be listening to that, so I might try and put a little bit of music or something over it. But let's see how we get on there. Hardknott Pass. I'm going to try and talk you through while we're going up, because obviously the climb portal is just sort of like a blank sort of like screen, so I'll try to, every single sort of like corner, I'll try and make it realistic and explain the hard bits, if that makes any sense. But I know it's early, but if you can subscribe to the channel and help me out, please press that subscribe button if you haven't. I think there's about 90% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribers, so if you could do that, that'd help a great deal. Right, so it's just 3 minutes 30 in, obviously just on the warm up. Yeah, so Hardknott Pass, I'm just coming up to the portal, start portal now. It's probably one of the hardest climbs, definitely in England, maybe one of the hardest in Britain, but that's obviously up to you to decide that, but if you've done it before. But it is a really crazy climb. You know, there is some bits at 35%, not very long, but there is. Obviously Zwift, obviously most bikes can't get up to that, training bike, so I'm not expecting to feel 35% on this climb today, but hopefully it'll be tough. I'm just coming up to the start now. Now I can't remember the time I did it in last time, but it won't be quick, especially when I'm trying to film and edit and stop and start cameras and stuff, so it might not be a crazy fast time, but we'll try and do our best there. Right, so we're on the first section now. We've got the portal sections. I think there's 9 portal sections, so we're just on the first one. I need to try and keep my cadence up over 70 if I can. That's one thing you guys all tell me, try and keep your cadence up. I'm always usually in like 50 to 65, and I don't know if it's just the way I am, because I climb a lot and my legs are a bit fatigued because I've been on this Zwift the last few days climbing. So we're just coming up to the first portal, or the end of the first one, 9. Just a gentle climb, and then when you got into this orange section here, I'd say we're just going over the cattle grid roundabout now, I'd say. Yeah, so we just come over the cattle grid, and then you've got that first initial steep climb which takes you up and then level where the old Roman fort is. See how my cadence is so low because I'm just not very good at keeping it up. So I'm just coming up to completing section 8, and obviously the first few sections, as you can see, are really tough. Averaging 12, 17.7, 16.1. Then you get a bit of respite, around about 8%, and then it goes back up again. But this one's a tough one. This bit just before you get sort of like to a, not flat, but flatter than this, and then you get the Roman fort on the right hand side of where you're climbing. I'll have a bit of that featherweight. %, 19%. Whew. 20%. Jesus. Well, I've done out with the Zwift. I've even done a bit of vent top, and this is definitely the hardest thing I've climbed on Zwift. Jesus. It's taking the train at the maximum, I think, of what it can actually give you. Here comes the steep bit. I remember this before you get to the Roman fort. It is bloody steep. And then now, around about now, on the right hand side, you should be seeing Hardknott Fell, which is away and right, and it's absolute stunning views from the top of there. And I'll try and show you that now if I can. But yeah, you're getting some stunning views climbing this bit now. You'll see Hardknott directly in front. So I'm just coming up to the end of section 6, and that's two of the toughest ones, because obviously 7 was 17.7 average and 6 is 16.1 average. So yeah, hopefully it gets a little bit easier, but we've still got that sting in the tail where we've got that short 35% bit just before you get to the top, and that is cyclist nightmare. So around about here, if you were cycling it for real, you'd probably have a few cars parked on the left hand side here, because this is where you would park. Just go and have a look around the Roman fort, and I'll put it over here, a picture of it, and that's what you'd be seeing as you're coming up to section 6. So yeah, that's the only thing with Zwift, isn't it? You don't get the realistic view of it like that other one, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a Ruby, is it? And you get the realistic roads. Now, I've never tried that, so I don't know if it's any good, but I love Zwift, so obviously get yourselves in the comments and all, and the description. I know my cadence is low, I know you're going to be on that to me, get it up higher. I'm trying my best. I'm like lowest gears I can get. This is what you do when you're a fat man. It's hard. But yeah, get yourself in the description, because I'm using this Zwift ride with the kicker, wahoo kicker, and if you use my code and the link in the description, basically you can get 10% off the full setup. And I think that comes with 12 months of Zwift as well. So if you are looking at upgrading your trainer and you're thinking about looking at one of these Zwift bikes, rides, the frames, have a look in my description and get yourself 10% off, because I absolutely love this. It's comfortable, you know, I love that all the buttons are on it. I love that I'm not knackering up my good bikes by sweating to death all over them. Yeah, so let's get a few gears up here, because it's only 7%. Only. Also in the description, you'll have my Zacroco link, which gets you 10% off their clothing and all, and it's absolute super quality. For the price you're paying, it's up there with Lacoste and Rafa and all that, for me, quality wise. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be up there with one of the best in the market. If it carries on bringing the same quality out. Yeah, but have a look in the description. So many bargains on there, it's unreal. Right, I've just gone past 5, so I'm on to section 4 now. And then I think this one's not too bad, and then I get that crazy steep bit. Right, so I'm just coming up to the end of 4, onto 3, and 3, or maybe 2, has the horrible steep bit. It's looking like it's going to be 2. Well, this bit's steep and all, 15%, Jesus. Oh, I've got a feather. I'll be using that. So you got that right in front, you'll see the Hardknott dead ahead with that horrible steep section right in front of you, and it must feel so intimidating when you get to this point and thinking there's not a chance in hell I'm going to get up there. And to be fair, there's a lot of unreal cyclists who are far better than me who have walked up this bit, and there's no shame in that because it is steep. So it's saying I've got 873 meters of distance to go, 110 meters of climbing, so still a bit of climbing to do yet. So it's saying 26%. This is the horrible bit. This is the real horrible bit. I'm on my lowest gear I've got. I've obviously set this to be 100% realistic, so it's really hard. We're going up that steep, really horrible bit now. Flattens off a little inch before you get that crazy steep bit where a lot of people get off the bike on the Fred Wotton. So you just get to that, after the big steep section, you get to a little sharp turn point and your legs will ease off going up it, and you think, oh, thank God for that. And then you're straight back into a 30%, and that's where people's legs just don't go with them. So I apologise, I know I haven't kept my cadence up like I was trying to, but it's just too hard for me. I've tried my best. That's all I can do. So I'm just coming up to finishing section 1, and I've got 20 meters of climbing to do, 237, 36, 35 and meters of length to go. If I carry on at this speed, I've got to beat my PR, which is 39 minutes. It's saying I'll get there at 34. If I get there, considering I've been stopping and starting with filming, I'm really happy with that. And I haven't got off my seat either, which usually I do. But I thought while I'm filming, I'll just keep it on the seat. Yeah, that final push now to the finish line. You can actually see it. See the blue circle. Makes you feel a lot better when you see that. I've gone down to 10% now. So get the gears off it. Let's finish strong. 100 meters to go. 5 meters of climbing. 315 meters done over 4.2 kilometers. That's some climbing for that short distance. I see the sign, you did it. Not quite, but I'm nearly there. gears up, come on. Come on, yes, get in there. Hardknott Pass done, 100% elevation, distance 3.7, duration 34, 3% faster than my last time, average 176, elevation 320. Wow, absolute amazing. For me, that was amazing. I know you normal cyclists probably do that in 15 minutes, I don't know, quicker, I don't know. Someone, number one's done it in 12 minutes. So I guess if you can do between 12 and 18, you're probably a really good cyclist. But for me, fat man here, I'm happy with 34. Well over 5 minutes off me last time I did it last week. I mean, that is some difference, considering I've been stopping and starting filming as well. I mean, really good. Anyways, I am going to leave the descent on for you to bore yourselves to death. I just wanted to show you me climbing it. And yeah, if you want to support me in any way, basically just press that subscribe button. It's totally free of charge. I don't have memberships. All my footage is just straight on to YouTube. So please have a look at some of my Lake District videos. They're absolutely stunning, some of it. You know, you're seeing a lot of this scenery which you haven't today, for real. So yeah, please help me by pressing that button. And yeah, I've also started my own merchandise now. You can have a look through that in my shop. I'll put that in the description. All cycling hoodies and t-shirts and stuff. It's got my brand on it. Really good quality stuff. Recycled cotton, organic, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I made sure it was really good stuff. So take a look at that. But anyways, I'm going to descend down here. I've got to say thank you for watching, and take a look at some of the videos what I put up here, and you can have a look. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.